time for planning.
Relatively. I think it was 2 parts.
I was thinking, how high is the altitude you would need to bridge if we wanted to go from what is it, between the temple district, was that the Murmurs and the Nobles Quarter?
You mean the gap?
Yeah, if say that you used the river and you wanted to get into the Nobles Quarter.
Don't know. I don't think he specified. Also, I think Crash is gone right now. So
Yeah, he's taking a break.
I don't know, because I was wondering how high you could fly above it to not get infected.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, it's probably being carried pretty far by all the smoke.
Because if it's depending on how far the travel distance is, we could probably airdrop across any sort of
Where we dropping, boys?
really. No, but if we come across some really nasty obstacle, I could burn those spell slots because they're short rest ones.
This over here is what has me concerned. Why is there a mass here in the middle of nowhere?
I believe I asked Crash what that section was. I was just like, it's nothing terribly of note to the point where it has a labeled district. So presumably that's just like housing or storage or something like that. But yeah, it is concerning. But yeah, that it's the same level of mark as the fucking slums.
Well, to be fair though, this is a very well planned city. It looks very constructed.
Mm-hmm.
Cities, more like organic cities, they're not this well organized.
Yeah, because the thing that has me the most concerned is A, siege engines, and B, this water flows right into Tyrmir, or into Sevlis. Yeah, like, that's bad.
That's why the infection is starting to get to Sevlis, probably. I wanted to go to the Hunter-Trapper thing, but it's just like, that's just a lot of risk. If we get in trouble with the Loggers thing, we're just punching.
That's so dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like the most dangerous of all dangers.
It absolutely does. There's a difference between fighting a giant versus fighting somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. The difference there being, take the giant.
A tall hole and put a grate over it. Have fun dying of poison.
Have fun having just infection flood into the room that you're hanging out in. And then when it drains out, you're all just horrifying monsters.
I mean, that's what I would do. I don't know if that's what Crash would do, but
he would give us
totally
a
would do.
He would make it fair. I'm gonna grab some tea.
Also, you know, Logger's Burrow is great because it's giant wood creatures, and I have a big void-hating axe.
Get you that lumberjack title.
If that ever, you know, comes up, just saying.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. This mechanic reminds me of Neverwinter Nights.
Why am I drawing a blank?
It's one of the... I think it's the second game? Where you had to do... There was some sort of curse or infection, and every so often you had to do this really annoying thing to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah! Oh, God, that was such a good game.
It was so frustrating.
What happened?
I had kind of similar mechanic in Neverwinter Nights.
I'm back.
Good dog.
I absolutely loved freaking killing that stupid drow priestess at the end.
What? What?
At the end of Neverwinter Nights, like the second to last boss, you fought
the first one or the second one?
The second one. Where you
second.
literally fought a drow priestess in front of her demon god, and you just wrecked her. And it felt so good. Because then he completely turned on her afterwards.
Worth.
But then he invaded Neverwinter, and you had to stop him.
Man, my memory of Neverwinter Nights, Daisy.
To be fair, it was fun because like I took the shape changer druid, so I was like, I'll just turn into an ancient red dragon. What up?
Careful.
That was my solution to everything. Oh wow, you look pretty dangerous, red dragon.
Fire, 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 dead.
Rock, paper, dragon.
Mario pick scissors.
Punch, roll, dragon. That's a good game. It's a really good game. Good BioWare before they were destroyed.
Yep.
Open piss forever miss.
BioWare definitely got all 6 stages of infection.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of mutation too. Shame.
I can't wait to see what sort of horrible, crippling disease I get.
I'm really excited to see what level 2 and level... What was it, 4 was the specialized one, or was it 5?
Yeah, 2 and 4.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. I'm weirdly excited for that, honestly.
I like how you guys just assume you're gonna get infected.
Yeah.
You guys have so much cure.
We have so many ways to... Well, why would we use it when we get infected instantly? We would wait. It's stratagem.
I will say that, like, all of you getting infected at once is actually, like, a real shit show. Like, one on its own is, like, manageable. When you infected, it's gonna be bad. A cure for being quit. Ah, shit. Yeah, I can dig it. No fire. He failed. Didn't have a fire extinguisher nearby.
Are those raisins?
Okay.
This son of a bitch gave me a raisin cookie. They're judging me.
That's awesome, Taryn. That's awesome.
I deeply enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was me in my first day starting out with doing sacrifice work. But now these days I'm an expert. Anyways, speaking of sacrifices, welcome back, all of you. Get back into it. So, you guys, man, fire trucks. Why is there a fire truck emoji? Anyways, you guys meander through the. In technicality, it's a Seeker and Slayer camp. Back to the command tent, and you see as you guys are approaching a similarly decorated Slayer leaving the tent. Doesn't look pissed or anything; he's just leaving it. And then you guys turn into the tent, and you see obviously your 2 Seeker captains, and then Mira, ex-Seeker. There you guys are. About time. Thought you guys ran in and found me or something. Or says she comes up to you guys.
Nope, just waiting. So, what happened with all the gear and everything?
She just gestures to, like, a bunch of those items that Henri was examining before, just right there.
Mm-hmm.
These, sort of well, they're prayer beads, prayer tablets, stringed together by some sort of silvery wire.
That's a lot of holy magic.
Not fully holy.
Mm-hmm.
A bit, though.
And possible compatriots, let's say?
Sure.
Assistants.
So she just grabs one and dons it, just slaps it onto her shoulders. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Garth was more mentioning the other Seekers that would be coming in with us.
Oh no, they're sort of just chilling outside.
Okay. Ted will also put on the thing and see if there's adverse reaction.
No.
Okay.
We'll unlock the Malady Mantle in your guys' magical equipment segment. Players.
Oh, right, we have void weaponry. Oh god, I forgot about that for a second. Or anti-void weaponry, I should say.
Yeah. Myriad weaponry.
That's much better.
So that's a mantle's actual like mechanical effects in combat, but obviously its sole purpose is that it will keep you uncorrupted, uninfected, for as long as it functions. Down to the sickness. So basically, you get hit, that mantle might break. You take any sort of damage, falling even, it could break.
Mm-hmm.
It is not sturdily built. They're prototypes.
How many quote-unquote extra would we have, if we have any?
I think, let's see, so there's what? I feel like it's probably like 15 or something. Let's see. So, 4 NPCs. So 4 of you guys, so 8. Wait, did I really guess the perfect? Yo, I guessed the perfect number, 15.
Wow.
Seeker Henri, Seeker Evelyn, and their 5 Seekers makes exactly 15.
Nice.
They have 1 spare, but they're not giving that to anyone in case they need to recreate these.
Understandable.
The blueprint one.
Mm-hmm. Are these, like, all the ones they have?
At their disposal, yes.
Mine is gonna break like first second.
Just like hulks out of it.
Well, shame. It is a prevention mechanism, it is not a countering mechanism. So if you get infected and you put one of these on, it doesn't do shit. Because it's already in your system.
Good thing we're not aiming to really get in a fight here, just figure out what's going on.
Oh,
How long did these take to produce?
You don't want to know.
Just don't get them broken.
Just don't break them until you have to. Because let's be honest here, these are going to break at some point.
Okay, anything else of importance? They already know the layout of where we're going. Because that's effectively what the first half of the conversation was. We just carried it over to the second half.
Henri knows the place better than any of us.
Well, let's go then, if nobody has anything else to say.
That's it.
Yeah.
You guys need arrows or anything? Ground from the quartermaster. If not, we'll see you at the... you guys are trying to enter the logger grow, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll go take some arrows.
Yeah, would I be able to get a longbow?
If you want, yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, I'll
back up.
just sort of motion for Evelyn to sort of lend me an ear real quick.
Yeah. As the rest of the Seekers are sort of departing, Evelyn's the last one out, and you catch her on her way out. Yes?
How accepting are the other Seekers of
Of magic.
Yeah,
They're fine with it.
I turned the stone form on. Or is this gonna be a problem?
It causes her to pause for a moment. Not like shudder or start or anything, but just pause. Does it keep you safe?
Nod.
Does it hurt us?
No.
Then we're fine.
Appreciate it.
Don't worry, I have similar mechanisms set up, and you see like a shimmer, like an energy aura just sort of shimmer around her. And she smiles. Though mine's is a bit less overt. She walks off. So we got Seeker Henri, the ranged paladin variant, and then you got Seeker Evelyn, Abjuration Wizard.
Abjuration? Interesting.
The only decent wizard.
You shut your mouth about Evocation Wizard.
I'll retract the statement and add evocation on that very short list. Okay.
And you better throw divination on there because Port is the best ability in the game.
Alright, I'll just go eat a bag of dicks, okay?
Yeah, that would be great, actually. If the quartermaster has one.
Anyways.
A whole bag.
A whole bag.
How big
We're
is
talking
this?
like a hogshead. We're talking like a garbage bag. We talking a Ziploc bag? How big of a bag are we talking about? Anyways, they tell you to go meet them at the northeastern checkpoint. Or northeastern? Southeastern checkpoint.
I would also look over to Chet and be like, make sure you grab plenty of arrows, in case we need to be on the rooftops.
I could do that. I will have a total of like 50 arrows. That should probably be enough.
Oh god, such a peasant. They come in 20s.
Okay, fine. I'll go in 60.
I pull Owen aside. Do you have a dagger?
Shapery shakes his head.
Grab one.
Not slowly, but sort of not begrudgingly. He's sullenly. That's the word. Sullenly goes over to the quartermaster and requests a dagger. The guy looks him up and down.
He's with us.
Sure, you don't want like a. He looks at Davros. A short sword or something. Long sword. Something. I don't really know how to use the.
If you need to use it,
the quarterback just holds up my head, just puts it down on the table. Thanks. Oh, Owen.
Owen, I will never hide the worst from you, and if things turn to. If it comes to the worst. If the worst comes to pass. And you know for a fact that you will not make it. Do not hesitate to use that dagger.
At your utterance of not make it, he sort of bites his lip in worry. But he nods as you say, don't be afraid to use it. Alright.
If push comes to shove, I'll scour the earth until I find you, or what remains, and bring you to Seam as soon as I can.
Thanks, I guess.
Can Jennifer just walk by, put her hand on his shoulder and say, don't worry, we'll keep you fine. And just walk off. He's worrying you for nothing.
Oh, he doesn't really have a response to that. He just has a smile on his face.
Oh, I actually wanted to ask the Seekers if they could describe the first few stages, if they've seen them, of this infection.
I add to that, last resort, don't use it if you don't absolutely have to.
You know, to that. Going for your conversation, Jedimir. They haven't seen the first signs of this infection in a while, not truly. But it basically just goes along the lines of you become weak, feeble, slow.
Right. General exhaustion in a way.
Exhaustion, apathy. And then you just sort of lay down and die.
Interesting.
And
hey,
at that
medical
point,
person,
sort of
you want
ravages
to
you.
input on this? Assist me in finding the right questions?
Yeah. I was looking at my gear stuff. Can we repeat what the setup for this was?
So I'm wondering what questions you have on it. Like you've seen what happens when the infection finishes.
Yeah. Beforehand, there's no, like, discoloration.
If you're wondering if I'm going to tell you what the symptoms are in terms of mechanical sense,
just like something that we could look for would be like, okay, so it's actually starting. Like discoloration of skin, dilation of eyes or something.
Nope.
Nothing like that.
It's very subtle.
You'll find out soon enough anyways.
It only takes 6 hours. Go to bed alive, wake up dead. Or it'd be like the Scary Movie 3 scare where you go to bed dead and wake up alive. It don't make...
How would you wake up dead? If you're dead, you wouldn't wake.
I don't know.
No, man, I'm talking about he went to bed dead. How do you go to bed dead when you dead? You don't sleep when you dead. I'm just telling you how it is. Okay, so, yeah. It's great to get into movie 3. So, yeah. Nothing else?
I believe we are prepared.
I'm just gonna take the quinted shard and tie it around my neck like an amulet.
You should sharpen your axe.
We're gonna go up against some tree beasts.
Tweeby.
He already has it in hand, just running his finger along the blade. Oh yes, I know.
Some void beasts. Void tree. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh,
Perfect approach!
Gee, I wonder if
Totally
there's a
didn't plan
reason
it.
I wanted to go to the loggers so much.
Listen, I don't think in that calculating a sense. I just make the world.
I mean, the honest opinion is because it's probably the safest route, possibly.
Andre was serious, and like, if you guys are attentive, the northern part is the safest one. You just gotta dodge the traps.
Yeah.
But I think we both know that.
Yeah.
It's easier to fight through a horde than it is to avoid a trap for us.
I do have fine traps prepared, but
God, why didn't you mention this?
y'all.
I mean, it's not too late. Do we want to go the hunter trapper route?
No, let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Yep. Alright,
Stop.
start walking.
All right, so now you guys have the top left black square. Reveal.
Bum.
Got your 5 quarantine seekers and your seeker honoring seeker, Evelyn.
Like, I just gave the rest of them dots. Just like, you're
But yeah, they're all fucking faceless mooks.
That's not important.
mooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking mooks. Anyways, moving on.
Mook is perfect.
It is that and crony.
It's
Wait,
a
which
moot
one's who?
point.
Is Evelyn the bottom one?
Evelyn's the bottom one.
Okay.
And...
So. Funnily enough, the air becomes less ashy as you guys approach Dovros and head upwards in elevation. That being said, it gets a different flavor in the air.
Ew,
So it's a
yeah.
bit weird. But luckily, you guys have the malady mantles in place, so it doesn't really do anything to you. It still smells weird. Something like death, but it doesn't infect you for the time being. You guys have to eventually cross the left river that splits there in order to get to that left passage area. And you see what Andre was describing, a very large, relatively large, as opposed to normal road, not as large as the main gate road. A relatively large dirt path that sort of snakes up the side and up into this sort of plateau area where the loggers' burrow is. And you see that this place had plenty of tracks and running on it. You also see plenty of log-carrying carts sort of left on the sides. Henri just holds up a hand and just turns to you guys, looks at you guys. Remember, the creatures here are pretty idle. So just don't make too large a disturbance and they won't even notice us.
So, assuming this is like a group stealth check opportunity.
Aye.
Oh, quick question, Crash.
So, yes.
My Tome of Favors, is it reset?
It is. Let me open it up.
Are you kidding?
Ooh.
You
You got some
peasant.
inspiration there, buddy, or do you want to
No.
use my coin?
Please.
I will give you all. If you guys don't have inspiration, take some inspiration.
Can I still use the coin? I'd rather use the coin. The coin
Yes.
charge.
Sure.
Thank you. Now here comes the 2. Dang it! It's so much better than a 2.
It's 2
That
ones put
second
together.
roll is. That second roll is top.
That means it is a short rest. I'm gonna check, but I'm 90% sure.
Oh, Tala.
I'm only slightly salty that Marshall got better than me. Only slightly.
Hey, he's light on his feet, man.
Yes.
He is on
Just
his
a
feet.
short rest.
Give me a moment here. Trying to change the music.
Not yet.
Not yet. Is this what only 2 minutes long? What the heck? Alright, Sonia, I need you to be muted for a second. Oh, this is perfect.
At the top.
This is perfect. Alright, so let me just go to requests for Sonia. Wait, no, damn it. It's the @ symbol. Murder Sonia.
Who does?
Revive. And then do this. And then put repeat.
I need to turn notifications off for that channel.
No, I've had that thing muted like for a while. Because it keeps every time it repeats a song, it puts another one.
Oh my gosh, the music.
It's dramatic.
It's loud.
Well, turn down a song.
You just have to. Every time he turns it off and turns it on, it resets the volume, and you have to adjust it.
It doesn't do that for me, but
You can right click the user volume on the right hand side of the Discord.
I just don't like doing that every time. Anyways,
Wait,
enough about me being lazy.
No, mine's been consistently the same.
Sam.
So, are you gonna now roll 7 stealth checks? Or not even 7, you're gonna have to roll like 1 billion stealth checks now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to do your guys'.
Let's do like 11.
This fuck's sake. Okay, so this one's Owen's. I'm gonna roll as Owen Magnus. There we go. He has a +0. I have the utmost faith in him. Utmost faith. He rolls like his uncle. Yo, proud.
Oh, good boy.
He rolls higher than I did.
It's whatever. Next up is our dragon child, Nevi, who technically is trained and stuff. Lord knows it doesn't help her.
Nope.
Yeah, yeah. Lord knows it doesn't help her. Does not disappoint, as per usual.
Really hoping the Seekers pick up, because we're getting some low numbers.
We're averaging a 14.
This is...
Well, 13.857.
It's called... Yeah. Danaway? Danaway! Not even in the city yet, but she's city slicking around. Seeker Henri. Our, not sure why, in retrospect, she's a scout, considering how she doesn't have stuff trained, but she does have a +4 nonetheless for Dex. So, not bad. And lastly, her friend, Evelyn. I didn't roll for Mira. I'm done both.
Just roll with the other plebeian scouts, Seekers.
Alright, and then Mira. Doot. If I can find her name, I think there it is. Mira has a +9. 9. Oh! Not that it matters. I guess there's a.
The stealthy ones are not stealthy today.
And lastly, just as one whole group, our quarantine seeker boys.
Please don't roll like a 5. Damn.
No, apparently they're fucking a pretty sneaky ass team.
Hell yeah.
Good boys.
There goes our average not being complete garbage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
How many rolls does it take?
It's a 15.16.
Jesus. So many rolls. So, you guys begin stepping into the logger's burrow, stepping past the several stockpiles of large cut down lumber. Keeping an eye out for these creatures that Henri described. And you do see them here and there. And it's very peculiar. They sort of use like this pyramid of lumber as like beds almost. And they just sort of blend in as if like as if they themselves were like a series of lumber with like black moss and mold and such growing on them. They blend in pretty well.
I'd lean over to Chedimir. What do you make of those?
I don't know. Garth doesn't
You
know.
want the monsters, right? What?
Garth doesn't fucking know.
What are they?
Some mutation? Some... It could be the plants themselves changed, or it could be that the people that work with these plants mutated into it. And they're just on standby.
I will say that these are large creatures. Like designation, size class large.
You know, I assumed they were going to be huge.
They still hold a humanoid shape, but they're immensely big.
They're not
absolute units.
Absolute units.
You guys stealth around, ducking between log piles that don't have a slumbering lumber creature on them.
I drop Owen a quick message as we do.
Huh?
I whisper him, if we do get into an altercation with any of these creatures, ensure that you have someone in the party in front of you and behind you, and always have at least one person between you and whatever we're fighting. Strike with ranged attacks, do not get anywhere near melee. That is your best chance at survival.
He remarks, I had no intention whatsoever to get close to these things.
Right in the middle of a cone attack. That's where you need to be.
Yes.
To Chedimir, you've seen creatures of the north, giants and similar, straight up large creatures. This seems slightly reminiscent of them, and looking at their... You all note this, but to Chedimir, like, you all observe this, but to Chedimir, your mind just sort of triggers at it. You see that, like, it's sort of like a shield almost, like the bark and just, well, not just the bark itself, but like the wood behind it is sort of built from their knuckles all the way back past their elbow into this sort of
tower shield
plate. Yeah. It doesn't go up their arm, it doesn't curve or bend, it's just a straight plate. Same on their feet, going up their knees and such like that, and you can tell that these things could probably pick up these big ass logs around you and fucking chuck them at you guys. Fucking, like a really fucking big javelin. Just say, fuck your shit. It's fucking like 5 foot radius log just gets chucked in your guys' direction and says, fuck you.
Here's a tree. Enjoy.
Yeah.
You want to have a tree.
Or you can pick it up and just use it as a club, you don't know. But your mind it confirms what the agent described earlier. These things are siege creatures. Knowing you and your lot, though, you guys could probably outrun them. Probably dodge them. That being said, versus a stationary wall, like a perimeter,
it's going down fast.
Probably.
Yeah, I would.
But luckily, with your guys' stealth check, even though there is the general crunch of twigs, because guess what? There's a lot of twigs in a logger's burrow and such like that. It doesn't seem to awaken or disturb these creatures. And you guys, after several pointed moments from the Seekers where you guys step on something, they all just stop and just look at you like this. Luckily, you guys don't manage to trigger anything. And you guys continue on your way to the bridge on the left side. That's what this little white sliver is. And as you guys... No. This is not, like... This area here is not the same elevation. The shell bridge casts a shadow, like hundreds of feet above the burrow, down onto it. This is not the same elevation.
How many...
You turn into a robot.
About how many of those siege creatures are there?
From your guys' initial stepping in and then moving, right, you can see it like 4, just in the general area here. The burrow goes out for a while though, so you don't know how much. If you had to run numbers using the sort of concentration amount. There's probably some dozens, a couple dozen, scattered throughout the burrow.
Enough that it'd be difficult to get rid of them all. At the very
Yeah.
least. So, which way did we go then?
So you guys go up in elevation, you
Okay.
cross the bridge, in which you see some of the more, basic creatures. I'm not even gonna bother, just like, as you guys are rolled a hit, because the Seekers are gonna fucking do it anyways, because they're bowers. Bowyers? Whatever.
Achoo.
Archers. Just 3. Put them down, nice and quick. Extract your arrows back out with their arrows. Continue across the bridge. Across the bridge, then up another elevating path. Upon top of which you see, sort of peeking out over the cliff edge, a guard watchtower.
We should check to see if that is usable, to say the least.
Be my guest. We'll be out front.
I guess Chandra goes in.
Chedamir, hold up.
Hmm.
Be very careful approaching that guard tower. If there's any intelligence in the patrolling of these things, high vantage points is where it will keep eyes and ears.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me saying think twice about approaching that tower.
Is it just me going in?
I don't know. Well, before that,
No, I'll go behind you if you go in.
what's your guys' passive perceptions?
21?
That's gonna be an 11, Crash.
I have to ask, okay? I don't
14.
15.
21.
Okay. No, I'm gonna make a thing right now. I'm just gonna make a handout.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna make a handout. I'm gonna make it editable by all of you. I'm just gonna label it passive perception. We got alphabetical order. In technicality, your name is Cosima, but we were just called Sima,
Yeah.
so therefore you should just be Sima.
It's better because we can't give away her full name by accident.
Yeah, that's part of the...
All right, edit it so I don't have to keep asking you guys.
Oh, it's up there. Okay.
It's at the top. Tippy top.
Could be tip top top.
Oh yeah, it's also an 11 for Tala.
Right. Well, the NPCs I can. Fuck, I'll put them in there too. But yeah, so
Why can't
basically
I
to everyone but Marshall.
I can't
As you guys are like sort of hugging
Yeah,
the. You guys can edit it?
Nope.
No.
No.
Naughty the heck.
Yep.
Oh, take off the permission and then re-add it. Can you do it now?
Yes.
Roll 20.
Yep.
Why? Whatever. You try to turn it off and back on again? It might help. You don't say.
Classic.
Anyways. So, yeah, as you guys are approaching the tower, sort of hugging its walls to make sure that, someone in the tower can't just, look down over the edge. Oh, there they are! Staying in its blind spot. Ashley Johnson. You guys sort of hear it first. Well, not first, you hear it. Just sort of inhaling, exhaling, input, output. Something coming from the top of the tower.
But we can't really get like a eyesight from down here.
No. But you do note that things are getting projected out. Particles.
Jeremy like pulls up Like some like scarf or something she has and just puts it over her mouth. Well, if they're trying to spread a disease, it's probably that.
Seems like.
So, who wants to assist in taking the tower? If we want to take the tower at all.
Up to you guys.
That's why I'm asking.
I think it'd be worth checking out.
I guess if I need to kill something with my axe, I will.
He's so dejected. How will he live?
He's sneakily walking, but he's doing it fast, like... Alright, so me, Marshall. I have poison on my spear. Say that now.
Tala, watch the door. Make sure nothing comes up.
On it.
Janeway and Owen, could you assist Tala?
Always watching out. Downway remarks. Owen just nods. He's really trying to keep himself quiet.
It's probably the best call.
Perception roll on his trousers. He beat himself.
He
They're
is not.
dry.
He has not beat himself, luckily. Okay. Oh, I could rename this to Party Passive Perceptions. Triple P.
Woohoo! Love that alliteration.
Alliteration. Okay.
So who's all going up? Is it just Marshall and Chetamir?
Marshall and Chetamir, Aldrich.
No, then Seema's gonna come too. Like, we might as well all go.
So the main party, the Seekers, and your NPC party will remain outside. Keep an eye out. If actually, due to like your NPCs all taking Mira going with you guys as well. Due to your NPCs just taking up like so much of a watch perimeter, the Seeker team is going to advance.
Understandable. Clear the path.
They're going to duck in. They're going to duck in and occupy the cornermost residential house that's closest to the bridge in the Showbridge cradle.
What are the range of our sending stones?
Your communicator things?
Yeah.
I think it was 500 feet?
I believe it was 500 feet.
Okay, I give mine to Henri then.
There's a secret shit you're not supposed to get to people.
Suck it. I'm Marshall.
What's this?
This way we can still hear you while you advance.
Does it go both ways?
Put it in your ear and they can talk to you.
Does it go both ways?
It does.
Yes.
She like tries to use it. Can you hear me? You do.
Can hear you. Respond in the earpiece.
She gives a thumbs up. We'll be scouting ahead then.
Good plan.
Good hunting.
She nods. So you guys begin to go to the door of this tower. So who's in?
Hi.
Me.
I mean, like who's entering? not
Oh,
who's in, as in who's okay with this endeavor.
I am.
Who's entering?
I will check the door.
Roll me investigation.
I will see. I want to see if it is locked and if it's trapped.
Excuse me.
Seems fine.
Yeah, it seems fine. It is locked though, so you're going to use your thieves tool, so lockpick it.
List of crits.
List of crits. Yeah, it's not a terribly hard lock. Fine. 9. All right. Put yield listed crits on the side there, in case I need it. So, who's in? Or, I guess I'm saying that. Now, who enters?
Hi. Me. I do. Looking around to make sure there's not, like, something I'm trying to hide.
You open up the door, see tables, shelves, equipment racks. No one hiding. You step inside.
Is there a ladder or a staircase going up?
Well, first I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Good thing I have a shield and everything. Is that the right one? It would be correct. Yes. That one. God damn it.
Ouchie.
Take.
How much temp
Oh, no,
HP?
there's three. There's three. There's three of them, so technically one each. Take 8 points of piercing damage.
And there goes my temp HP.
It's a really weird and slightly disturbing mechanism because they weren't there. They don't exist. Like you looked in the room, they didn't exist previously. But as you open the door, so just right next to it, where the door would hit the door or hit the wall that it's attached to, just 3 ribs, these sharp ribs, just curve around this weird like hinge mechanism. And there's one in your leg, one in your lower chest, and one in your upper chest. It is not a pleasant feeling.
Yeah, no, Chedamere just like holds her hand on her mouth so she doesn't yelp.
Roll me a d20.
Let's see if you.
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Hey! There's
Um,
no crits.
Not enough reaction
I'm
time to
gonna-
not get stabbed, enough reaction time to not yell.
I'm gonna
What's
go and like look at Chedamir's wounds and also at the like ribs and make sure it doesn't seem like they're poisoned or anything.
Luckily, they don't seem to be poisoned, and you note this as there's no poison being injected into Chedamere or left over seeping out.
Mm-hmm.
It is just straight up like a rib cage bursts out of the wall and then just fucking stabs the shit out of Chedamere.
Oh god, that is so disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Don't
pretty
remind
gnarly.
me.
Do you think this whole building is a house?
Is it a watchtower?
The terrifying thought process is the whole building could be alive, she says in quotation marks.
You see the patch from which these rib cages literally had a rampant growth out of. It's really weird. It's like just this black ichor against the wall.
Looking at it, does it seem? It seems. What's the word I'm looking for? Not disarmable. Yeah.
Not desirable or dissolvable?
Disarmable
Oh, disarmable.
or disableable.
You think you could not trigger it?
Okay.
It sort of as you examine it, it sort of feels like it responds to like reverberation. Sort of like ears that were listening for something specific to happen. In this case, the door opening.
I send a message to everyone but Marshall, saying, "Be very light on your feet."
You don't need it for Marshall.
And to Marshall, I whisper, "Make as little noise as possible."
Thumbs up.
Trevor looks on the outside of the tower to see how climbable it could be.
It looks climbable, not easily.
What if I dropped a rope down? Because I have gloves of climbing. I could go up and drop a rope down for everyone else to come up with.
If you want.
I would suggest that to everyone. Because going inside looks...
Tower's more than a couple of stories tall. I was like 3 or 4.
I think we have
But
enough...
isn't that big thing up there?
True. Yes.
I could also cast find traps to figure out what else may be inside this building.
That...
I will
can't tell
say
you
that like
exactly
this
where they are,
black,
but
I will say this black Icarus growth. It's not like it. Well, it is sort of painted onto the wall, but it's sort of like it's like you took a balloon, inflated it, and dipped it in paint, and then popped it.
So the
Like
one
there's-
episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of splatters and speckles of this black ichor dotting the entirety of the interior of this watchtower. Logically, you know not all of them are traps. The problem is, though, you don't know how to differentiate which ones are or aren't.
Yeah.
Avoid all of them.
Might be a bit hard if you're trying to go up.
Considering whatever, like, way up is probably covered in the shit.
It's sort of spat on the walls and the ground, and the staircase that leads up the watchtower. You see that there's plenty.
Give Seema a nod. If we're going up this tower, it might be worthwhile.
Let's do it then.
You sense the presence of any trap within range, as with line of sight trap, blah, blah, blah.
The entire building glows.
Wait, you don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature posed by a trap you sense. I feel like this is counterintuitive to what you're trying to do with this.
Yeah, really. A trap exists within 120 feet.
I know, and I can tell you what it is. That's the thing. It's kind of.
If you want to refund it, then that's fine.
I think I will refund it because I don't think I read it full as much as I should have.
If you want to like swap that out.
Because
when you said find traps, I thought it actually found the traps for you.
No, it just says that there are ones. Because also the main thing that I had not seen was also then
the last statement of the most important one. I like when they put that at the end.
All right, then what we could do is Chedamir and I could take point together, and one of us could assist the other in looking for which ones of these are trapped or not. Make our way slowly.
That's good.
So, Garth, do you want to roll or should I?
What's your investigation?
+5.
Oh, same. Go ahead since it was your idea.
All right.
Like the same stats, same intent, same. If you get two of the same number, I'm gonna laugh.
They're gonna both be 8s.
So Chedamir and Aldrich are leading. So what does the room look like? Is there a clear ascent, like a staircase going up?
Mm-hmm.
There's the bottom floor, the rooftop, and then one sort of balcony loft floor in the middle. Other than that, it's just open air staircase that curves around. You don't see any creatures, so.
I'll turn to the others. We're going up, yes?
Yes.
Alright, staircase it is then, I suppose. Investigation.
Investigation. With advantage.
Big money, no whammies.
23.
Okay.
Ooh!
Even 17.
Nice. So, you and Chedamir begin heading as in you're the head of the party, heading upwards. And you sort of... This is definitely not the sort of traps you're used to looking for, and Chedamir, this is still a bit out of an understanding grasp on it. It's very weird how these traps activate. It's like... It's just very weird.
I have 1,000 ball of bearings.
Oh no!
So I'll put like 1 or 2 of those little bearings wherever I find a trap. a visual marker.
Okay. So every time you see one, you lay it there very quietly. Seems to have like, so these traps sort of have like very tiny hairs which sort of just detect sound and just very quietly try not to piss them off.
Yeah, I'll put them like very close next to the so put them on. Yeah.
Just do your best not to trigger it.
Exactly.
You guys managed to not trigger it. So you guys come up to the loft balcony area. Has a bit more of a casual space, a couple bunks, no creatures, still a bunch of black ichor splatters. Nothing of immediate note. Not initial glance, at least. There are some end chests, equipment lockers, so to speak.
Is there any evidence of like anything else being like trying to go up these steps before us?
Roll me your survival.
How far away are the chests?
They're probably like only like 20-some feet. It does look like something has been here, Shedamir. And it's sort of you sort of figure it out as you're looking around at the balcony area at the out walls that it doesn't get to, like the balcony itself doesn't reach out to. But there's still spatters there. And then it sort of clicks in your head, that's because they weren't walking where we're walking. They're climbing on the fucking walls. That's why it could get over there when the balcony doesn't reach over there. Because it didn't walk on the balcony. It walked on the walls.
This is horror movie shit.
I'm gonna see if I can open one of those drawers with the mage hand.
Open them with the there's some writing desk and an end chest. So you're trying to open the desk or the chest?
The chest first, and then see if the drawers.
You've opened up both the chests, finding one of them's empty. Inside, another one is a. Oh wait. Where is it? What? Yeah. Some coin. Not like the dog.
I hover it over with the mage hand and hand it to Shedamir.
And inside there as well is like a sort of not fully crumpled, but it's like crinkled series of papers.
How much money is it?
Inside this is, let me check.
A trap!
Yeah, it's another trap! A ribcage shoots out from the whole dark Dead Space shit. No. Inside this is tangle pieces.
And then I'll check the drawer.
Pen, inkwell, blank piece of paper on one end. And when you open up the other end, some correspondence.
Alright, leave it there. Okay, so where we are, is there any way to get further up?
Yeah, there's still the staircase that leads all the way up to the roof.
Alright. This is
There's
the
like a
balcony.
trapdoor that leads to the roof.
Alright. Looking at the staircase, are there any of those black dots?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so...
You don't have to re-roll. Like, you can keep the 23.
So what I would do then is I would attempt to trigger one of the traps far away from me with the mage hand and see what happens.
Okay.
Imagine the mage hand doing like a finger tap.
Yeah, like just trying to trigger it. So you pick one that's sort of off and away back down the staircase where none of you are nearby. And it just straight up like flicks it. Like, you know, finger flicks it. And then it dissipates as the trap activates. And it's basically more ribcage, ribs, just sort of. Except this one is it's not just the 3 like the one at the door. This one's like sort of 6, 3 up top, 3 below, and just sort of almost like a hand, just sort of.
Okay. I'll turn to the group and I'll ask, do you want me to trigger these? I can get rid of them.
Oh, they disappear after you trigger them once.
Well,
Yes.
they're expended. Like the ribs just stay emerged out of the wall, and to encapsulate whatever it was.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Alright, so I will tap every single thing that I can see with the mage hand. I'll recast it if need be.
That is going to let the Overman know that they're being triggered?
We'll find out.
I mean, we've already triggered some, so like I don't see what's the difference between having triggered one and triggering all of them.
Lots of ribs. Lots of ribs. It's like several rib cages worth of like large ribs, like with like each rib is like I don't know like a 5-inch diameter size. Just it's really weird.
Could I interest you in some spare ribs?
Boo.
I don't know if Cheddar will be able to differentiate this, but does it seem like the ichor stuff is forming this, or it's just acting as like a portal to some place that is holding ribs for the stabbing? Again, I don't know if Cheddar will be able to differentiate that 100%.
Roll me your survival. We'll just say it's a high DC, but you could.
Can I use the 25? Because it's 19 on that bitch.
Nope.
Where's...
That's for tracking something. Not for...
18!
It seems to be very rapidly forming these things and ejecting it.
Okay, that's what I...
It is not a voidic portal. So
it makes
don't worry about
sense.
that.
Like growing them.
Yeah, it's actually growing them at a rapid pace, as opposed to, welcome to my house of ribs down here in Texas.
But so
the best ribs you ever seen.
So, to clarify, it's that the ribs seem to be growing like from the ichor, but
Itself.
not that they are coming through a portal or anything.
Yeah.
And not that they were already there either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine the black ichor is like stem cells, and then the stem cells just have this rapidly magical feature to create at instantaneous speed.
Ooh, I mean, I will say, as a quick sidebar, I already picture like the void stuff as like the magnetic goo stuff that you can.
Yeah, yeah, I think that'd be it's pretty good.
I would look to the rest of my. Can I drop one off? Is that a bad idea?
Chop off like the rib.
Yes.
I'm really curious to investigate it. So, I think go for it.
Don't make a lot of noise.
You Secret Henri pings you guys on your earpieces. That trap you guys got, it's not the only one. It's not in every house we've seen so far, but large alleyways, stuff like that, we've seen some.
It's a popular method.
Whoever's trapping this place gets around. So, Marshall, you go up to chop one of these ribs. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are you using the void axe? Yep. There you go.
He is breathing so hard.
Let it stop. It's really weird using the axe, because the nature of the axe is sort of hypocritical. It's an axe created from metal, meant to fight the void, doused in the essence of the void. Luckily for you, the essence of the Wayshaper is based entirely upon adaptivity. So it actually ends up having sort of formed this symbiotic relationship with the myriad blessed metal, and makes it all the more effective at killing things of the void. So as you chop into this rib, to you, it feels like you're chopping into like a medium rare like pot roast, or not pot roast, meatloaf. Just sort of this bony chitinous exterior doesn't feel like it as you chop into it. And it is hollow, like a normal rib, normal bone would be. Even marrow and stuff like that inside. But to you, with this axe, it doesn't feel like what it is.
I'm gonna try and listen and sort of see if there's any. This is gonna sound paranoid, but does the building shudder in pain as this happens?
Sounds accurate.
Roll me your perception.
Sounds like what normally happens with us.
Ooh! Listo crits again. Keeping the ratio up. keeping the balance. The building doesn't shake or shudder as if in pain. Thank God. That would be something, an infected building. That being said, the breathing, quote unquote, from the rooftop of the tower, it's very subtle, but you notice a slight change in its pattern. It seems to be breathing a bit more frequently.
I communicate this to the group.
I want to investigate I want to like check out the rib that Marshall just chopped to see essentially how like organic versus magical origin it looks.
Oh, okay.
Be how I would like phrase that.
Yeah.
Like, does it have marrow? Does it appear?
It does have marrow. It does have marrow.
Does it appear to be of an anatomy of something that I would recognize as like either human or animal?
By its shape and structure, obviously enlarged, literally, it is. This doesn't require a roll. You're like a combat battlefield hero.
Yeah.
It appears reminiscent of a human's brain.
Okay.
So weird. You haven't operated on a human that has this large a rib before, but
even Marshall.
You imagined if you had, it would be like
this. We should move fast. The longer we take, the more alert it is to us.
Yeah. I'm ready for us to start moving.
Running checks for the quarantine seekers.
It'd be very hard to see under his helmet, but you could guarantee there's a huge smile.
You're quite satisfied with your butcherous anti-void axe. The end of night. Krognak be praised. So, you guys begin progressing up. Aldrich, you having notified the party that the breathing of the creature up top has shifted very slightly. But it is still an entirely different pattern in technicality. You guys go up. The hatch door seems to have already been just cast open, so we'll keep the investigation score from whatever for traps, especially now that you guys sort of have an idea what you're looking for in this tower. And you guys see, as you guys come up to the top, you thank the gods that you still have your mantles, because you need that shit. You see a creature that you guys have technically seen before, back in Sevlis, in containment.
Was it the hive?
This one, yeah, this one's a bit different. The one in Sevlis was still humanoid. Like, it still stood on two legs and such, even though it's like half was basically, just a big sack. This one is it's like in Darkest Dungeon, the Warrens. No, not the Warrens. The Weald. So you're sort of looking at this creature, which is sort of on all fours, and then just sort of stemming off the entirety of its back and everything is just a similar sack with a lot of like pores, out of which as this thing breathes in and out, what you assume to be flecks of infection sort of oozing out of it as it breathes in and out. It's a really weird thing. It's like watching an ant carry like a potato chip. It's like how I'm just like in terms of size ratio. The sack is immensely bigger than the humanoid figure upon which it sits.
Does it seem like the sack is like breathing out in a way? Or
yeah, the sack is the thing that's like
That's a miserable existence.
As you look at the person, quote unquote, like carrying it, like their arms are not arms, their feet are not really feet. They're a bit more like animalistic. You know how like horses and stuff have like sort of backwards operating legs and such, sort of like that. But you know it's human because it still has a human head. Sort of like face melted, skull melted, but it's still human. It's very weird. Slightly unsettling.
Very hushed voice, I asked, do we get rid of it?
We have these out of game. We have the Curatar things that we
the punch daggers.
Yeah, but like we have.
I will say before you go thinking like if we cure a person whose soul is melted off, won't they just die anyways? The cure does undo.
That's what I thought. But it also.
I was just making sure.
Yeah. We also have the jamming in the spine, and I think from the description, its spine is occupied by a giant sack.
I mean, the underside is still accessible.
I mean, it's not a log, but I'm sure Marshall could chop.
My only concern.
You guys want to kill this person?
Yeah. My only concern is that 1, getting them out. 2, if it starts to scream, we're in a very high point. That sound's gonna travel.
So we attack it all at once.
I mean, if this thing can remember anything, it would know everything that's happened because it has the vantage point.
Assuming it remembers anything. Okay,
yeah, that's what I thought. Take out the sentry, limit the spread.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay, so do we want to try curing it, or do we just want to eliminate it?
Kill it.
Fine. In that case, we should try and target the human part and try killing that off fast so it doesn't alert anyone, and try not to have that giant sack explode.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea to me. Why don't you guys roll a hit? No initiatives need to get rolled out against today.
Boop-a-da-da-boop-a-da-da-bop. Do we get... Oh, damn, son. Do we get advantage or anything? Because... No, it's probably alert.
You guys can flank the shit out of it. It honestly doesn't really seem aware of its surroundings.
Okay, so I'll take the 28.
Yeah, you know, I figure.
And...
Oof.
There's the damage I did.
Ooh.
24 hits, yeah?
Yeah! These are all hitting!
It's a 6.
Usually the javelin or lightning gets hit.
I'm not getting close to that thing.
You know, fair enough.
And where's the second attack?
Oh yeah, we're making like a single attack, or...
You can unload on it if you wish.
19.
Hit.
Oh, I also have toxins on the spear. Does that seem to affect it at all?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, do your thing, sorry.
I have an answer, but I don't want to give you the...
Sure, I'll wait.
It affects it.
Nifty.
It fails the deck save. It literally can't move. It literally can't move.
Yeah, I figure.
So, let's see. I'm just...
How
I
dead
think
is
it's
it?
obvious you killed this soul, bitch. I'm just curious as to how high the number is. So let me just check that real quick.
Let's see.
I did 43.
Oh wait, I have a second attack. I forgot about that. Does... Make it an advantage.
Why
Yeah,
does your
that'll-
damage have 68?
Cause it's a void creature. Oh no, it does 68, drop 3.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, cause it does 1d8 plus 2d8 for being a void creature, and then you gave it advantage, so I just made it 68, drop 3. Is that correct, or?
In technicality, no.
Okay, so what's the actual numbers?
It would be a 2d8, dropped lowest, plus 2d8.
Okay.
Because the true damage doesn't have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It says specifically the physical damage, not the true damage.
2d8, drop 1, plus 2d8, and then plus 6. So, is that one more accurate?
That's the same one.
No, it isn't.
I still see. Oh wait, no, never mind. Okay, there it just showed up. Yeah, it's more accurate.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so let's run some lumber crunch here. Jesus Christ. It's the 13. You said yours is 43 total? Oh?
Yeah, 43 total.
43 total. Busted the calculator because I'm curious. Also, the weather app is lying to me on my computer. It is not cloudy. It's sunny as shit outside.
I rolled 6 on both of the potency dice. That's fun.
Nice.
And I'll do that again because I messed up the numbers.
Plus 26. Plus 22. 18, 19. Did I already add yours? I don't think I did. 169.
Nice.
Amateur. This is why I'm the youngest one in the group. Anyways. So yeah, over the course of literally 6 seconds, this thing gets butchered, tased, injected, poisoned, rung through. Yeah, this thing's dead. All right, I'm not.
It's extra dead.
It's fucking dead. The sack itself doesn't pop or anything, but it does deform. Like a balloon. It's sort of like a log, I guess, and the log just finally fully flattens as it dies. It doesn't make any noise. Not like I've had time to, anyways.
Okay, that one.
Asima pulls the lightning javelin out, and you guys all examine your handiwork. Some those spores, little flecks of it still passively ooze off and out from the pores, but eventually it stops. It sort of tapers off and goes away.
Yucky.
Yeah. But it seems to stop breathing out infecting material.
Should we take a sample of the goo?
You say that while Chedamir is getting a sample of the goo. I was about to say it.
Like the trap goo,
Chedamir's
or...
like jumping up.
Because it itself doesn't ooze out goo. It oozes out spores.
It oozes out spores.
Okay.
The spores of infection. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the trap goo. Because the spore stuff...
That's the name of my next rap album, Trap Goo. Anyways.
It's a new genre.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's pretty hipster. You guys been good.